This is the 1970 Hot Wheels Road Trial set with tune-up tower and rod runner. Today I'm going to service 3 open-wheel cars that Mattel released in 1969. The Indy Eagle on the left and 2 Lotus turbine cars on the right. These cars competed in the 1968 Indy 500. The Lotus turbines were 1-2 on the starting grid. Dan Gurney drove the number 48 Indy Eagle. He ran a strong race all day and finished second behind the winner Bobby Unser. Pole sitter Joe Leonard drove the number 60 Lotus turbine car. He was leading the 68 Indy with only 20 miles to go before a fuel shaft broke and put him out of the race. He finished 12th. Lotus turbine cars from Hot Wheels came with a number 70 sticker sheet. This car was driven by Graham Hill, who won the 1966 Indy 500. For the 68 race, he finished in 19th place. First up to run some trials on the oval racetrack is the green Indy Eagle. Let's see what she can do. One lap. There's not enough speed to get through the rod runner. So it's time for a tune-up. The dynameter tells us the car is rolling nicely, but has some drift to the left. Using the tune-up wrench that comes with this set, I'll gently bend the wheels to the right. Now for a recheck. That looks good. So it's time for another trial. And there you go, lap after lap action, just by straightening the axles. Alright, now it's time to check out the green Lotus turbine. Much the same as the Indy Eagle. So it's time to go back to the tower. The readings aren't bad. This time we have a slight drift to the right, and we have top speed on the wheel spin. It looks like only the front wheels need a little tweaking to the left. Now the drift is gone, and we're ready for another run. Nope, we're still not there yet. The Lotus probably needs a minor assist at this point. I think a bit of fresh oil on the axles may be all we need. This particular brand of oil came from my local hobby shop and it's plastic compatible. Let's hit the road again and see what happens now. Yeah, after all these years the original factory lube had worn off. A little axle straightening and a little fresh oil have the car running hot again. So far, we have 2 successes. 1 to go. This purple Lotus turbine is one of my childhood cars. As you can tell by the cockpit enclosure and the wear on the tires, I ran this car over a lot of tracks and put a lot of miles on it. This Lotus has not been on a track in nearly 5 decades. Let's see what she'll do. She's so worn there's not enough go to get her through the rod runner. It'll be interesting to see what the dynameter tells us this time. Wow! Terrible drag from the wheels, and a small drift to the left. This is so bad, I'm going straight to a modified reproduction tune-up wrench that has an opening on one end for wheel removal. I'll take all 4 tires off for a close look at the axles. Certainly there's some bend in the front axles, but there's a definite problem in the back. On the left side, you have space for the wrench to hook onto the axle. On the right side, the wheel bearing is jammed against the chassis. That's our drag right there. The axle needs to be pulled out. Fortunately, the Lotus turbine has slots that will allow a safety pin to be inserted and traction to be applied to the axle. That looks better. Now for a little axle straightening. A little bit of bending to the right on the front 2 tires. The pulled out axle looks fine. And now for a tweak to the other rear axle. Since the car ran so poorly, I'm going straight to adding on some fresh axle oil. The only thing left is new tires. These are from brightvisionwheels.com. All 4 of the old wheels have major wear, and 2 of them have cracks. The new wheels will be a definite improvement. I stabilize the axle with a tune-up wrench and press the new wheels in place by squeezing the tire against the wrench. That looks a world better. The dynameter now says we have top speed from the wheels and just a minor drift to the right. On a left-turning track, that'll probably help the car stay up on the curves. Let's see what happens this time. Nice! All these years later, my old car is once again running strong. Three great tune-ups with axle straightening, axle work and lube, and finally, axle manipulation, lube, and brand new tires. I'll finish this review off by running some more recent open-wheel Hot Wheels cars. So there you have it, the 1970 Hot Wheels Road Trial set with tune-up tower and rod runner, making Hot Wheels still fast, still fun.